Alright, check it out, third eye brothers and sisters. They done messed up and killed the whole science thing, period. I don't even know what to call it. Like, when I grew up, all I wanted to do was explore the universe. Because the only thing that fascinated me was space. Everything else on Earth just seemed like everything else on Earth. Alright? Alright, but check it out. So they came out with this white hole crap, right? Now, check it out. A white hole is supposed to be the opposite of a black hole. This is how you know when Caucasians have crossed the line. And this is why every civilization that they ever create falls. Because they're so busy trying to analyze themselves that they fail to realize they're not the only ones here. And they try to glorify colors. They try to say the color white is the color of purity. That's retarded. White is not the color of purity because there's nothing pure about the color white. So that kills that. They believe that having a white stainless shirt or white stainless walls and stuff represents cleanliness. No, it doesn't. It just represents white. That's it. I mean, it's the easiest color to get dirty. And that's because white is whack. Can't keep a white t-shirt clean. All you have to do is walk outside, let the dust hit it. You know what I mean? You look at your shirt and then you realize, like, damn, if my shirt is this dirty and all I did was walk outside, imagine how fucked up the air is. But there's nothing pure about the color white. There's nothing but flowers that has the color white in it on this earth or your teeth. And to be honest, it's only white due to the to what it's made out of. You understand? That's it. It's nothing really pure about the color white at all. Nothing. Because deep inside of the white bone is the black marrow that makes up the white bone. And pretty much everything else. So what was pissing me off is that these ignorant fools think that everybody else is more ignorant than them. No, you're more ignorant than ignorant can define. Because the truth is, your whole white hole theory is more ignorant than ignorant can define. You can't say that a black hole has density with the consistency or the properties of infinite. Now, what is more than infinite? Nothing. You can't go past infinite. Infinite, the definition of infinite means that that's it. Like it's everlasting, it's ever looping and stuff like that. First of all, the universe hasn't been in there like how they describe the universe in existence for as long as they would need to like deduce that black holes have died. Like they basically state how long certain objects in the universe can live. And technically these things live longer than human beings have ever existed, ever will exist, and ever live. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, they basically tell the truth and then contradict the hell out themselves at the same time. So you could just sit up there and look at the whole science world like it's a lie. Now, let me just kill this white hole theory right quick so I can piss a lot of ignorant people off. Because I don't call people who are stupid because they fail to realize that your pigmentation is just like any pigmentation of anything on this planet. It's just an adaptation to your environment. That's all it is. You can't think that my culture, my kind, is stupid, or we can't adapt, and we technically, physically prove visually that we can do that, period. All right, so I'm not going to call them racist because they're not experts in race. They're actually quite the opposite. They stupidest. They specialize in being stupid. Because I'm not going to give them racist. No, you're not a racist. You're stupid. So you're stupidest. Period. You got your scientists, you got your therapists, you got your archaeologists, and you got your stupidest. Those are the people who make up things based off color as if color was a factor. Other than describing the factor that it's for. My pigmentation is just a shield against the sun. You know, like an armadillo's, hard skin is an adaptation to the environment, so things don't just chew it right on up. Like, this is common sense, but your stupidest, they come up with things like the white hole. State that it's just like the black hole. Now, understand, a black hole's density is infinite. You can't get past infinite. Something with a density this great can only do what dense objects do, which is attract everything with less density to it. Two great densities attract each other. All of this makes sense. When you look at the solar system, look at the moons around planets, it all makes sense. We all revolve around the sun, but objects, that's not greater than the planets that revolve around the sun, revolve around the planets. In a spiral galaxy, everything revolves around the black hole. That pissed the stupidest off. That pissed them off. That they're like, oh no. We're basically saying that the strongest thing in the universe is black. We can't do that. We can't do it. You know what we got to do now? We got to come up with something that may expose science for what it really is. But who cares? Like, we're just playing with people's ignorance. Like, what do they know? I know this. If anything has the gravitational force or has the density of something, that's what the fuck it is. I know that. So I know a white hole doesn't exist Because it fucking can't. It just fucking can't. You wanna know why it can't? Because it can't have the same density as a black hole without being one. Now they try to say that it's greater. What? What? Explain what infinity means again? You said it was infinite. It's not infinite anymore. Its density has a cap. The only thing that's capping out here is y'all. Y'all motherfucking stupidest. Because that's stupid. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, y'all so fucking retarded. Like, y'all can have a good thing going. Y'all keep fucking it up. What's stupid? Kill your kids. Like, them motherfuckers is in the way. Like, no disrespect. You shouldn't say shit like that. But they in the way. A lot of motherfuckers out here in these streets, they die every day. You wanna know why I don't get mad? Them motherfuckers in the way too. Fuck everybody who's in the way. Fuck them all. Cause yo, that shit don't make no fucking sense. Like, yo, what the fuck? Ever since he was a child, this one dude, I don't even remember his fucking name. He said if there's black, there has to be white. Bitch, what? What? Where did you get this logic from? That's stupid. That's just stupid. Things are what they are because they are. It's that fucking simple. When you try to label things and stuff like that, you're just labeling it to be able to discuss it. But you can only explain and discuss things that are knowable and acknowledgeable. Like what I just did is a smile. You can acknowledge that. You can see it. You can relate. You can communicate. Right? Please explain the communication of a white hole, bro. Like they say, it does the opposite of what a black hole does. And its existence is not as long. But then they got different stories about it. And then I realized they're just stories. We're talking about mythology brought to science. Now science lost all credibility. They can't, like, now I gotta go back in my head and be like, okay, so what are all these visual depictions that they have of these things that they say exist? That's exactly what they are. They're not photographs. Hubble didn't take these pictures. All Hubble can do is take pictures of black and white stuff. It don't get no color. Like, they put all of that shit in there. Like, they make it up. They be like, oh, the observable universe, you see how the stars glisten and all that stuff. Like, you can see the lights and the color variations and shit like that. That's all you can see. You can't see the stars. Like, they're so far away. You have to, like, keep magnifying certain images and stuff like that, and then once you realize what they're doing to do that, then you really can't say that you're getting an accurate depiction of something so far away. You really can't see it. So what are you telling us is just a bunch of lies. To try to make yourself seem like you're so smart and we're so stupid that we have to believe what you say. That's all and then I realized that's all these motherfuckers been doing since the dawn of fucking history. Because technically, history is his story. It's a fucking lie. It's a story. All of it's a fucking story. It's a big lie. Like, they go and they want to be adventurers and stuff like that. What they want to do is they want to, like, learn the truth and then disguise it. Like, every time a culture took over land, they changed everything about that land. They renamed it. They even changed the history. That's what they've been doing. So science ain't even real. They killed it. They put multiple cherries on top. Multiple. When they sat up there and they tried to give the white hole preference. The fuck? The truth is, maybe the universe was getting old and it was started growing white hairs, and the white hairs just look like stars. You know what I mean? Because if you look at my chin, that's what the universe looks like, bro. It looks like a bunch of black surrounded, like a bunch of black with little white dots in it. That's what the universe is. Now that we know it's a black universe, eventually they're gonna say an alternate dimension exists with a white one. Just wait for it. It's coming. And they're gonna have a bunch of bullshit stating that it proves that it exists, contradicting everything. Everything. You want to know why you age? You don't age because of the dark. You age because of the light. The light is what takes energy. See, darkness don't take energy. It absorbs it. Dark energy makes everything whole. It's one. The light is what separates energies. Pay attention. You understand? So ain't nothing good about the light. Ain't nothing fantastic about the color white. It's a color. The fucking universe was there before anything. Therefore, everything else is an accessory to it. You understand? Fuck are you talking about? White. Like black is a color. No, white is. White is. Pay attention. It's the only thing that makes sense. Ain't nothing natural about white. Look at the universe. You calling me? You trying to say that black? All of that black is unnatural? The fuck? Like, yo. That's the only natural color in the universe is black. Everything else is unnatural because technically it's like a creation. It's like something that was added on. And you know it's an add-on because when I'm telling you, for like all you have to do is just look up at night and just see all of the black. Like they were like, oh, we have to turn the fuck they call those telescopes on times 10, times 100, max them all out so it can see the farthest distance and of the observable universe. The observable universe. That's a whole nother one, bro. When I get through, yo, hopefully y'all be woke. Cause they just fuck up everything. I don't know what the fuck. I'm serious, man. It's humiliating. Like, yo, I don't even want to be human anymore. Cause they fucked that up too. Like, yo, you really want people to believe that there's a dense object in the universe, because you said it has density, right? That does the opposite of what all dense objects do. That's that God has hands and feet and Caucasian shit going on again. Like, just shut the fuck up. Stop making shit the fuck up all the time. We're not stupid. We done made it this fucking far. You didn't make it alone. Y'all made it because y'all been stealing people's shit. Stop. That fucking lie y'all coming up with, just stop. Ain't no fucking such thing as no goddamn white hole. It's not nothing. There's no such thing as a black hole. How the fuck is it going to be a hole in nothing? In nothing? How the fuck you get a hole in nothing? What you have is a great black attractor. You praise the great creator. I don't believe in nothing that these motherfuckers came up with. Because I know it's a lie that they came up with just to get the ignorant to follow them, because they're pretty much acting like they know something you don't know. And in order to be as smart as them, you have to know what they know. Technically, in order to be as dumb as them, you have to know what they know. To be smart or smarter, you just have to know better. And I know better. And I'm so sorry. Fuck you mean. Never seen some dumb shit. They're like, you can't have a black hole with a singularity in it. The singularity is the massive dense object that's small. That's hate. It's not the truth at all. It's disrespectful as hell. All you see is this big dark matter object. Like they proved it. They like, yo, we finally found a black hole. As soon as they found it, realized that it's really not a black hole, it's a black sphere. Because it's not pulling anything from all directions into it. No, because you don't see that. It would make sense if you wouldn't be able to see the so-called black hole if the black hole really existed, because it would be surrounded by everything it was fucking pulling in. So what you have is something that's just like the sun, but on steroids that were made from steroids that were on steroids. Because it's that freaking dense and big. And they're just like, no. It collapsed in on itself and it imploded and created a void they can't even fucking prove exists. That's my whole point. They can't prove the so-called event horizon exists. The event horizon just may very well be the object itself. How the fuck do they know? They never went that far or got that close to tell you anything. Oh, you know what all their information is based off of? Math. You know what they math consists of? Puzzles. How I know? Because I'm puzzled. I'm big puzzled. Like, I know shit. Ain't do nothing else with my life but try to put pieces together. And I have figured out that science is like a religion disguising itself as a non-religion. You know what I mean? But then you got Brad Pitt or whoever the other guy. I don't know if it was Brad Pitt or it was some other white guy that wanted to fund the science thing, and they probably did, and that's when they came up with the white hole shit, because they're like, no, we're just tired of this black being so powerful. Let's kill it, because we're stupidest. We know a lot of, like, you can't know as much or more than me and come up with the conclusion that white holes exist. Even black holes. Black holes don't even exist. If it's something big and it's dark and it's black and it's consuming everything because of its gravitational forces, it is not a fucking hole. They say the hole is spinning. Please picture in your head a fucking hole spinning. Not the object the hole is in, because technically that would be the only way the hole would spin. Pay attention. How the fuck can a hole spin? And if it's spinning, it has to be spinning each and every single fucking direction. It's a fucking hole that's imploding on all directions. So it would spin in all directions, or it would just, they full of shit. It would consume in all directions. Bro, they just full of shit. That means that there wouldn't be no jets coming out. And I'm telling you, there's really no jets coming out. There's no jets coming out at all. You know what those things are? It is forces being pulled into it funnily. Because evidently this object is spinning so fucking fast. It's retarded. It's creating like a tornado in space. You understand? Like you wanna know why I say that? Because it's the only logical explanation for it. A lot of spinning objects create worlds. I know that. So they're trying to say it's shooting out. That's stupid. To be honest, we don't know what the north or south pole's gravitational forces of an object that dense is doing to the environment around it because we can't replicate it. They try to do it on the computer using math with the properties and and based off of all the variables that they know when technically they don't know. They don't know what type of properties and what kind of reaction shit have to it until they experience it. And there you have it. Because it's been like that since the dawn of science. So with that being said, what is science?